Yo guys, it's Jafmasterflash. How you all doing? Welcome. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to a soggy Baku. It's all good though. It's only Q3, not the race. Welcome. So, how is everyone? What a race! What a difference! What an unbelievable race! So, going into Q3. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. It was obviously very wet, and I needed a lap. It'd gone out previously and invalidated, which was stupid, as I was really up. The weather was scheduled to get worse by the end of Q3, and it absolutely did. So I needed this lap, and it was respectable. It was a respectable lap, to be honest. Could have been better, could have been a lot worse. Driving around Baku on a dry setup in the wet is ill-advised. It really is. There was no grip, no grip at all, and everywhere I tried to, everything where I tried to push, you could just feel the lack of grip, especially through the castle section. You can see how tentative and slowly I'm taking it. It was bonkers. It really was. But the lap was okay. It wasn't nothing to write home about. It was nothing to scream about either. Could have been better. Like I said, it could have been a lot worse. Baku in the wet is like driving on ice, basically. There was no grip at all, which I was quite shocked about. I know there's very little traction around Baku anyway, in the dry. But in the wet, it's even worse, especially on a dry setup. And this is the point I was trying to make. So, across the line, P6. One of the guys had a grid penalty, so that promoted me a place into P5. So as you can see, I got into Q3 on medium, so I'm the only medium runner around. And lights out, we're away. Let's go. I had a bit of a poor start, to be fair, but then I had a bit of a poor start. You had the guys all around on softs, and obviously they're at a pace advantage of me. I'm not going to fight anyone as I get tagged in the back from splitter. Shock, absolute shock. But yeah, I'm not fighting anyone in front. I'm just going to do my race. I know for a fact that those softs are going to be screaming by the start of lap 5. So yeah, I'm just all back at the bus at the moment, and I'm waiting for the mistakes to happen, or if any mistakes happen up front, or just bide my time and take it and see what happens. As long as I'm going to try and stick in the DRS. If I can't, I can't. As saucy as I thought he had disconnected, but as you can see, he was just ghosted, which ain't great at all. It was quite a fitting lobby, as in my rear view, splitter flipper spins, which was great because I haven't got to worry about a driver like Splitter behind. When he or Al Gates is behind, I get extremely worried. And that's not because they can overtake, it's because of what happens usually when they are behind. Yeah, I said it, take from that what you will. As you can see, Bleep just absolutely annihilated himself into the wall, which brought out a VSC. Which was, I don't know how he managed to do it. But at the start of the VSC, I was going through the castle section, and just like it happened to me in Silverstone. In Silverstone, the VSC said it was going green. I was well within the delta, was well green. And as soon as the safety car, the game says we are going green, the actual time goes red. And when it said I was about to go green, I was for 45 100ths in the red, which was crazy. I was expecting to get myself a drive through, which ain't great. ain't great at all. And on the restart, fair play to Saucy and the guys on the softs, they absolutely nailed it. As you can see, I'm struggling a bit on my rears. I am going to have to look after those. But seeing the guys in front nailed it, I also nailed it as well against Wavy, which is good. I know from practice prior, Wavy was running quite a high downforce setup. Quite a lot of people were. They were struggling through Sec 2, through this sector, and through the castle. I know I'm running low downforce, so it'll give me a better chance in Sector 1, Sector 3, and that's where I aim to take a full advantage of the DRS. I turned in a little bit too early there, and I had to have 2 stabs at it, which was a bit strange. But yeah, I was probably looking at something else rather than concentrating. But yeah, it was a really good race up until a point. And I'm not gonna turn this into a doom and gloom fest. I'm really not. And yeah, what I will say though is right, that something happens at the end of the video. Yes, I played my part in it, obviously, because it happened to me. Turn 1, just want to talk about turn 1. As you can see, we're approaching turn 1 right now. 2 cars can go side by side into turn 1. And when a car is within 2 tenths of another car, you need to be mindful that that car is going for a lunge. I've had cars go for a lunge on me or go for a late move when they've been 5 tenths back, 6 tenths back with DRS, etc., etc. And to just absolutely obliterate and leave no space is bonkers. And I've watched the clip back, and yeah, I just get annihilated. I'm not, look, nothing will probably come of it. I have no doubt that nothing will probably happen. It'll probably be an NFA. And yeah, I like I said, I take my part in it. But you don't need to tell me about leaving space. It's just unreal. People just, they annoy me so much, man. They annoy me. There is opportunities everywhere around this race circuit to overtake, and I know for a fact that you can go too wide at turn 1. I went too wide with a car with another racer, and I can prove it. I've got the evidence to show it. Through the castle section, too wide, without touching. That's what happened. That is fact. Me and another racer went side by side through the castle section without touching. Fact. 100% fact. And the fact that another racer cannot leave space at turn 1 for 2 cars to go side by side is absolutely ridiculous. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my one and only rant. That is. I'm not going to blame it. Anything else? You'll see it. I know for a fact I was at fault at the safety car restart, because I looked up, thought I saw time to get going. I reviewed the footage and I didn't see it. Don't know what happened. Must have had a brain fart. But I bolted. I went. I blitzed, and then I had to give back 2 positions. But as for not leaving space at turn 1, absolute jokes, man. Absolute jokes. As you can see, though, into lap 5, the guys in front, they're still going. They are still going. I've stuck with them as best I can. As you can see, I'm catching Saucy now all the time, as I'm well aware that their soft tyres are absolutely going right off. And within 2.3 of them in front is great. It's really good news. I'm gonna go as long as I can. I'm looking to pit around lap 6. 16. Oh, that was my plan anyway. For softs, because you can easily do a soft to medium around here, or a medium to soft. You just need to save a little bit of tyre. With Adel pitting though, it's kind of took Saucy even further down the road, as he was well within the DRS zone of fish, and I'm really struggling now to catch back up, because the guys on softs are in the DRS train and I'm not. You lose about 5 to 8 tenths a lap just through those pair having DRS and being able to get in the slipstream compared to me. But I can see behind that Jake and Rue are battling, so I'm kind of in a race on my own. I'm well clear of Jake and Rue. Even if I was to pit now, not that I'm going to, but even if I was to pit now, I would still be comfortable. I would still get in the pits and get out the pits, well within their pit window. I was really safe, and I'm only increasing the gap as well, which is good. As you can see, I've caught back up. I've took 5 tenths out of Saucy, 6 tenths out of Saucy, and Fish as well. You can evidently see that their tyres are really going off on lap 6, and that is where I hope to capitalise. But safety cars and everything else have other ideas, which ain't great. And I knew that this race was going to be a safety car fest. I really did. And as you can see, safety car. So yeah, I decided I wasn't going to pit, not at all. As you can see, restart lap 10. And yeah, the guys behind are all on fresh mediums, as obviously Adel boxed a lap prior. Saucy and Fish, they are going to have to stop again. There's no way. They could get their tyres 16 laps, but it's going to be really difficult come the end, especially when me and Kitch stayed out, and me and Kitch need soft tyres at the end of this race. Just want to talk about something. As you can see, on the restart, we were 4.5 tenths back, right? I know how quick Kitch is. Kitch is very fast. But no, very fast indeed. And he's that fast, in fact, that he manages to gap me by 2 seconds within a lap. And I don't believe anybody's that fast. Something strange. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying for 1 minute that Kitch is cheating at all. But for a guy on no ABS, no traction control, and manual gears, what he's absolutely doing here is wow. He's gaining so much. I mean, I'm on ABS and I've had to because of a broken wheel, but he's gaining so much speed, and I don't even think I've saw a lockup out of him yet either, which is phenomenal if he's managing to do this, create this much distance between the car behind without locking up, and his setup and his wheel, etc. must be phenomenal, because to do it without a lockup is unreal. It really is. I mean, I know for a fact how much I struggled around Baku when I was on no ABS. I mean, look, within a lap, he's 1.5 in front. He's a full second in front now, actually, as Adel's trying to go for a move. So I turned on the overtake just to make sure I had the corner at turn 1. And that's what I mean. I went deep right there to give the space, because I was expecting a move. I gave space, and that's what I'm talking about giving space. But yeah, it's phenomenal how fast Kitch is. It really is. I mean, 1.7 now, and I've not seen a puff of smoke from his brakes at all. Not at all, which is unreal, which is complete and utter 100% brake magic. It must be magic, because what a Chad, what an absolute Chad to be able to do that without locking up. It's fantastic, it really, really is. But yeah, Saucy got the move done on Adel behind, and right now my tyres are screaming, they really are, and I know the guys behind me are on fresh tyres, and there's no way I'm going to give it up without a fight. Kit's phenomenal, like I said, 2 seconds in front now, so he's pulled a second and a half within a lap and a half, and like I said, for a guy on no ABS, no traction control, and manual gears, that's speed, and that's pure speed, because I think his tyres were older than mine. Not going to fight Saucy, going to let him go, as yeah, he's on younger tyres. As you can see, mine are coming close to the end of their life. I'm just going to stick with him, as Chef says, and yeah, I'm going to stick with him, stick in his DRS, and then see what I can do behind, yeah, and that's what I'm going to try and do. So, going down into T2, turned on the ERS, turned on my battery as well, because Adel was going for a move. Adel hits me and gets wing damage. I'm not too sure what goes on by here, but he just does not give any room and takes him and Jake down the escape route. Really annoyed me that did, Adel going for a move, because it takes me out of the DRS of the car in front. That annoys me so much, because I've got Fish right behind me, who is well within the DRS, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, okay, I'm on all the tyres, and I get that, but making a move that you cannot complete to then take the car, it just frustrating. And that's the difference between people who can race and people who can't. Just so frustrated with people, with people. There's not much to go with this video. You'll see why and what I'm talking about. You know, some people can leave this space, and it's poor form from me. It is absolutely idiotic from me to believe that other people will leave this space as well, as I'm moving over to let Fish past. There's no point, there's nothing I can do. At this point there is nothing I can do. I'm on old tyres. Like I said, I got 2 more laps to go before I pit, or a lap to go. But so frustrating, man, so frustrating. And it is what it is. Guys, wherever you're in the world today, hope you're good, hope you're well. I am on holidays next week, so there's going to be very little content. I'm off in the sun with me kids. Take care wherever you are in the world today. Remember to do all that good stuff, like hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace. We can take you this up.
safety car right now, just be careful.